This is Over the Line Radio.
I'll tell you how. It just popped in the head.
Go ahead.
All right, who's constantly reducing the price of goods?
I give up.
Walmart. There you go. Walmart is the answer.
Okay, so we should just have Walmarts everywhere.
No, we should just make it required that poor people shop at Walmart.
I think they already do.
Well, then the problem's solved. Listen, poverty just disappeared on my
yeah,
example.
but then they want to the Walmart employees that are making $9 an hour say we're working too hard. We want to get a wage increase. Yes.
Okay. How about this? We tell now Walmart, since it solved the problem with the product end. Let's have a day. The people who work at Walmart work as a service. Part of the restaurant, you know how the restaurant service industry where they could pay them like $2.39.
They make tips.
But you make tips. You help people out, and those people tip you as you go along the store.
So they should have employees that follow people around.
Exactly. You would get great service at Walmart. But how well do poor people tip?
They don't.
Huh.
I used to work in the restaurant industry. I know I know very, very well. Not to give a plug, but I used to work at a Denny's, and it was just horrible. One, the people that came in. Two, they wanted everything. And three, after you busted your hump for them, they left you like a 50-cent tip, and you're like, oh, wow, thanks. I appreciate that. I could go buy a pack of gum. And even now, with the wage increase, the pack of gum is going to be $2 a pop.
All right, so let's without us sitting here bickering for the next 10 minutes, what's the answer? Now, if you give them a minimum wage increase, does it solve any problem whatsoever?
No.
Okay, so why does it unanimously pass?
Because it's a feel-good type of bill that everybody, they think it's going to solve everything, but they're not looking at the other side where, businesses are going to have to raise their prices to accommodate for it. It's just, that was strictly through Congress, yes, or that was voted on? That was voted on, right?
No, the new Congress is now trying to. Are you talking about nationally?
Nationally, yeah.
The new Congress is threatening.
So the new Congress.
So starting January, the second week of January, that's one of the first bills that they're threatening to introduce.
Now, that's not going to be something that the population is going? It's just going to be a national minimum wage, yes.
National minimum wage,
and it's going to be imposed as opposed to voted on.
No, when you do things nationally, it's voted on by those people you put in office.
Now, it's only going to make sense that they're going to do it because on the other side, aren't they also getting an increased amount of tax money from the businesses because they're charging more minimum wage? Yes?
I don't get it. What do you mean?
Well, most businesses have to match the taxes that are put on...
the percentage of the total. Yeah.
So wouldn't it make sense to the people in Congress? They can make more money off of each individual person because they increase the minimum wage?
Well, it's true, yeah. More taxes flow into Social Security, more taxes flow Medicare, all of them.
Okay. So that's going to be their big push, and it's going to be imposed, and we are going to get sunk on that one. Great.
All right. Well, yeah. If you put it that way, it really does suck. But Congress did promise, and that same people who are threatening to do the minimum wage also said they're not going to take a wage increase.
They're not going to take a wage increase?
No. They're going to vote it down their own salary increase.
Oh, okay. Okay. How many times have they increased their salary prior, though?
I believe it's for the last 40 years they have always increased it.
Oh, okay. So they're not making a pretty penny right now. They got to a level where 60,000 or 70,000 or even more than that per year is fine.
Wait. Keep going.
Uh-oh. How much does a congressman make?
$220,000.
Oh, so now they want to just they made enough money for a year's time. They'll just back off of that now.
Hey, I don't know.
Wow, I feel so bad that they're not taking a wage increase.
There you go.
Wow. All right.
Well, they're trying not to be. You're gonna.
Well, they're pushing so much for this minimum wage increase. Why don't they just give us a percentage of what they make? No, not gonna happen.
No. No, but see, they don't want to contradict themselves. They don't want to take a wage increase and then salary increase, and then the minimum wage fails, and they're gonna say, well, you guys took extra money. Why did you vote on the blah blah blah?
Okay, so that's the only reason they're doing it. They're not gonna be gracious. They're not gonna be giving any of their money away. But yet they want everybody else to, which is really ironic. The rich people should be giving money to everybody else, but them making $220,000, they keep all that for themselves.
Wow, dude, you're kind of
Hostile?
kind of hostile there.
Sorry, it kind of blended into the next topic, which really wasn't a topic I was choosing, but it happened.
It's the way things go sometimes.
Yeah, it does. Yes, it does. Let's see here. Where else could we go on with this?
Are you done with minimum wage?
I think we are done with minimum wage. I think it's a. We'll just kind of sum it up here. We'll go. We'll see. Do you agree, disagree, and final thought on it, and then we'll kind of end the minimum wage and we'll move on. Sound like a plan?
All right, go ahead. You first.
No, I'm gonna pass it to you. It's my idea. Go ahead. Your final thought on it.
Okay. Now, honestly, our economy is strong enough that we're going to be able to absorb this. Little changes. It's not going to fix anything. All it's going to do is like bump us up, and eventually a loaf of bread's going to cost $10,000, and we're all going to make $100 billion a year. It's just proportional until they figure that out, that's what they're doing. They're just pushing us up into yen. Whatever.
So we're screwing our own economy.
Well, it's not like we're screwing it. I mean, honestly, you get to a certain point where you're like, okay, just lop off a couple zeros and let's start over. Like, okay, you make $80,000 a year and bread costs $2. Now you make $8,000 a year and bread costs 20 cents.
Or 20. Oh yeah, I was going the other way. I was kind of confused. Don't comment.
I'm not
Don't. You're thinking it. Though.
So anyway, that should be every year. They should do that. They should just start lopping the zeros off. That's it.
Just change the whole thing again.
Yeah. That's
okay.
It.
I would have to agree with that. I think starting fresh, it would actually help the inflation, would it not?
No, it's still again proportionally, but it's just as it reminds you when you think about what something used to cost and what it costs now. That definitely your dollar isn't as much, isn't as valuable as it once was.
Okay, that makes sense. And I guess I can't add much more to my final thought. I just think it's a stupid idea to raise minimum wage. Even at the place, I work directly with commission, and if I don't make the commission up with minimum wage, I get minimum wage. So it's kind of like a woohoo for me if indeed I don't make my commission. But that should not be my goal. My goal should be working as hard as I can to make as much commission and not have to worry about stupid minimum wage. It's kind of ridiculous that we want to impose minimum wage on all the businesses that are some of them are just barely making it by, and then you impose this new law on them and they're going to be hurting even more. So yes, my final thought, dumb idea. Let's get past it and move on. Sounds like a plan?
Fucking A.
Fucking A. All right, we're moving on. Let's see what else we got on the hot sheet today. That's what I'm going to call it. It's just a yellow piece of paper, but it's a hot sheet today. This is Over the Line Radio.